because I am speaking directly into the microphone. So. I think that for a lot of people, this stuff's just new. And people like new thing. I accidentally opened my notes app and asked me if I wanted to update it. So that's what that do-do-doom was. But thank you for the first hype train of the stream, by the way. We have not had any hype trains yet today, so appreciate you guys. Let's just keep playing Dwarven Heroes. And this time I'm not taking a whip. Oopsies. I do a thing. Devilon! Thanks for checking out 3 gifts. Appreciate you. A demigod dwarf who is a miner. Oopsies. What do you do? Oh, there you go. Whoa, hold on. What just happened? No bro doing, thanks for the $1. Maniac, thanks for the tier 1 subscription. You're very kind. Unemployed Shaku, thanks for the $1. Gazoom, thanks for the 5 gift subs. Chat room, you guys are good. Thank you. You understand Fortress mode more than Adventure mode? You know the weird thing about watching a thing is you start to understand the thing better.
Are we throwing bits again?
I guess so. The question is, chat, do we go with the Door of Quandaries this time, which is the Dwarven Civ, or do we go with that human Civ again? Or do I go with the other Dwarven Civ, which is the Host of Wiping, which is much bigger? Rolf, thanks for gifting a sub to Smaug. Appreciate you. And thank you, Gazoom, and everybody else. You guys are very kind. Chat room, which faction should we be a part of this time? That's what we just did. The Praised Realms, human Civ. The Door of Quandaries, which is the smaller Dwarven Civ. And the Post of Wiping. I already stated I'm not going to do whips again. I was going to do spears this time because we haven't done spears. We've done sword, hammer. No, we've done axe, hammer, and whip. So I'm going to do something different. Big Dwarf Civ. All right, we're going to wipe these something. All right, let's find somewhere with a fun name. Ooh, we could go to Conjure Orb. Few hundred live there. That's pretty big. Trade Desert. Net Rush. Aim Flies. Hatchet Soothes. Ooh, do love me some soothing hatchets. Spent a good time in that area. See if there's somewhere that's a little further away. I'm not going to a Dwarven Mountain Halls. Few hundred live there. That would take a very long time to get through. It'll be a Helix is what we're going to start in. Just find one that's pretty far from where we've been much. Ooh. Kenmine's The Plunge of Wings is a dwarven cave. Several hundred live there, and it is controlled by the Notched Hatchet. I think this time we'll start with a party. How does that sound? I like the idea of starting in a cave. It's also on a volcano. Conjure Orb is a good name. Bolt's Crimson is also a good name. Cruxbridged, a dwarven camp. Ooh, we could also start in a camp, but that's very far north. Dwarven Helix. Dwarven Helix. Helix. Where is that? Oh, I see. It's very far north. Mountain Halls. Yeah, I'm not starting. Murder Glazed! Add 5 random viewers to the party. How the heck would I pick? Like, I feel like there's no way of doing that fairly, but that would be fun, naming the dwarves after viewers. Maybe just draw numbers? I don't know how to do that fairly, man. Oh, you wonder why people keep asking for ships is because they'd be very interesting for every number. Random number generator plus viewer list? No. There's 219 people watching this stream right now, plus everybody on YouTube, which I haven't looked at in a minute. How many people are watching on YouTube anyway? 50. So if there's 50 people on YouTube and 219 on Twitch, it's like, I would rather uninstall my operating system, destroy my graphics card, and throw my computer off of the 15th floor of a building than install marbles again. I'm good. I'll think about it. I'll think about it. I'll see if I can come up with something. I like the ideas of these caves, though. Or of that cave. So let's go to that volcano cave. Kin mines. Here's the thing. My bot can do that. I don't want to add random viewers to my chat because that is not fair. Period. Okay? Let's just throw the idea out the window for right now. Thank you very much for the hype train, though, chat room. Naming all of my dwarves for Baka Glass is fair for everybody. Really, Baka? Good to know. Thank you very much for the 10 subscriptions and the $12 in bits. I think you guys doubled today's revenue, so that means a lot. You guys said minor? The Doctrine of Meals. Coven of Saving. The Lovely Denomination. So everybody in this faction really likes... Or rather... both the Dwarven factions really like this god. Or maybe it's just this faction that worships it. Human god of fishing and hunting. Who the heck would worship such a thing? Goddess of fortresses, dance, murder, and death. I'll think about the naming thing, and I'll get back to you guys, chat. I don't like random number generators, because in my experience, the vast majority of the time, it picks somebody who's been here once for the first time that then never talks again, right? The only way, in my opinion, to kind of make it fair is to give it to regulars, but that only works if I have, like, 200 dwarves to name, so it's tricky. Presumably a fisher or a hunter? Sure, I suppose. The Doctrine of Cinnamon sounds delicious. Okay, hold on a second. Talk to me about this human goddess, about this human god of depravity and this human goddess of depravity and lust. Allah Jackal Hate the Cyclopean is the human goddess of depravity and lust. Well, that's definitely a Dommy Mommy god. Human god of death. The Nomination of Phantoms. The Order of Granite. You know, maybe we should learn a little bit more about the helpful cult. The dwarven goddess of fortresses. Praise be. You know, like that is the least bizarre of all of these. I guess like there is the god of jewels, isn't there? There's the god of minerals and metals, yeah. Loyalty. Yeah, and then there's jewels and rivers and fish. God of loyalty. I think that, you know what's ironic? Rimtar, our friend, said praise Doral once, I think. Oh, no, totally. I mean, God, I'm more just like, when I'm saying who would worship a god like that, I'm more just referring to the fact that me as a Dwarf Fortress player literally never assigns dwarves to fishing because I think it's, one, very overpowered, but two, the easiest way for dwarves to die, so it's kind of just an in-joke with my brain. That's all. Fellowship of Plums. Delicious. Dance, Murder, and Death! Festivals, Dance, Murder, and Death. Longest sub. You know, honestly, I could. But, like, because I'm only planning on going with... Okay, here's what we'll do, chat. I'm not going to name them after chat. We're just going to do that. But chat can name my companions. You guys can pick the name. You guys can argue amongst yourselves and pick the name. And I'm not gonna name it after a person. I just don't want to do that because it requires me picking somebody. This god is pretty cool. The Order of Flame is a religion who adheres to the worship of Tubal, the golden canyon of Cobalt, the coyote god of fire, volcanoes, and mountains. And we're starting under a volcano. Who says they're even going to be a Urist? How do you know that they're even going to be of dwarven culture? Chad, if you guys name it Pick Me, I'm gonna be, that would be amusing. I like this Order of the Flame. You are a miner in Kin Mines, the Plunge of Wings, a dwarven cave, and you have never strayed far from home. You are a worshiper of Tubal, the golden canyon of Cobalt, the coyote god of fire, volcanoes, and mountains, and you belong to the Order of Flame. I'm surprised you're not just like Urist, like triple Urist. But yeah, you guys decide amongst yourselves and let me know once you've come up with a name for my companion. Hello, Brad, over on the YouTube side of things. All right, what does being a miner actually give me? Just mining? So we are currently a Lady Dwarf demigod, which I'm okay with. Let's go above average strength, above average agility, toughness, kinesthetic sense, spatial sense. Whoops. Let's increase toughness. Let's increase agility. And let's increase endurance, because endurance is how I died last time. I think I'll leave empathy at normal, because I think having an empathetic demigod is a... Make a brilliant weakling? What, for our... Do you want me to just die? Is that your hope? Dagger, 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 the dagger of daggers. Dagger, dagger. Rude, holy spokes. So I worship the god of fire. I'm just gonna go around and state this. Wouldn't the perfectly normal thing for a pilgrim of the god of fire be to go around and set stuff on fire? By the way, I just changed my background to be a ardent worshiper of Tubal, the golden canyon of Cobalt. For the Order of Flame, cleanse and fire. Okay, so... Chat, what skill should I increase? I'll let you pick one. They call me Let 'em Cook. What? Flames for the fire god. Music, dancer. I mean, obviously I have to set fire to things and then dance in the middle of it. Everybody's saying dancer. All right. Well, we'll go with. Also, I'm talking about the one on the left, not the one on the right. Not this. This is where like dancer is and stuff. I'm talking about these, like analytical ability, focus, creativity, stuff on this side. I'm not talking about this side. I'm talking about this side. Which seems to be musicality. All right. Thanks for the $6, I are stupid. I hope you're doing well. Even more endurance. Superior endurance. Let's grab better memory. And, yeah, I can't increase any of these. I could grab Focus. There we go. Demigod Construct. You feel like creativity should help with dancing? Creativity is like writing poetry and such. So, I said Spear Dwarf. I'm gonna go with Spear Dwarf. We're gonna be a skilled Spear Dwarf. And then I'm gonna go down these. We're gonna be an adequate fighter. Observer, swimmer, climber, ambusher, tracker, rider, sure, why not? Wrestler, striker, kicker, biter, thrower. Obviously. Let's increase fighting a little bit. We'll increase all these to adequate. And then everything else can go into extracurricular activities. So you guys said, oh, reading, obviously. Looking for reading. Spear and shield go together? Yeah. Pretty sure reading is further down, isn't it? Soper. I mean, I could put some points into shield user. It's probably not bad. Novice shield user. We could also just say screw shields and just go with a two-handed spear. Would cook make sense? There is no cooking, I don't think. There's a lot of skills in here that literally do nothing, by the way. In adventure mode. They would matter if you retired the person and brought them into a fort for fortress mode. Reader, that's what I was looking for. Or competent reader. And let's lower down reading and increase speaker. I am a speaker. I never said armor has no value. I just didn't put any points into it. I also put no points into dodging, fun fact, which is probably more important. Let's lower down fighter and go with dodging and armor. I don't have any more points. All right, let's move forward. Her nose bridge is incredibly concave. Her curly hair is crinkly due to the fires she lit as a child. Her medium-length hair is tied in a ponytail. Her eyebrows are high. Her eyelashes are short. Her ears have small lobes, and her hair is chestnut. Her skin is sepia, and her eyes are cobalt. Gate Elemental, thanks for the 2nd month. It's good to see you. I hope you've been well. Yeah, the skills in adventure mode are weird because a lot of them only actually matter in fortress mode. So I have a strong need to craft objects. This is going to be great. She is personally disgusted by merrymakers, views cooperation as a low ideal indeed, not worthy of any respect, disregards traditions, and sees working hard as a foolish waste of time. Dreams of crafting a masterwork someday. Is very comfortable around others that are different from herself, and we're stuck in an ad break. Hold up. Wait. Perfect. I mean, I could change my dream and goal. I could completely customize this. You like her? Yeah, I feel like you just kind of have to go with what you get here. I mean, she can handle stress, and she has a tendency to go it alone without considering the advice of others. She is brave in the face of imminent danger, and she generally acts with a narrow focus on the current activity. She is rarely happy or enthusiastic and is pleased by this. By this what? And she is pleased by. I think I'm missing text. There we go. And she is pleased by her own appearance and talents, and she is not particularly interested in what others think of her. There we go. She sounds badass. Seems like a cranky, gifted. Also, she's Sakzul. All right. This one's gonna fuck boars up. Maybe. No guarantees. What could they improve in the character creation screen for adventure mode? Organize it better. And I think that's the case for like most of the UI in this game, right? Like when it comes to Dwarf Fortress's UI, it's literally like, what's better? How do you make it better? Organize it better. Because this is scary to people who don't play games that don't have clickable buttons. I mean, like in the trailer at the very beginning, there's like a scramble of all of the different faces. I'm pretty sure that's gonna be part of it, right? We're gonna be able to see a picture of our face, right? We're gonna get a description of things. Buttons are gonna be clickable, but still have hotkeys on them, you know? Like, it's probably gonna end up looking closer to like what the Prepare Carefully screen looks like now in Premium. So I think we'll probably do another hour and a half to 2 hours of adventure mode, and then we'll swap over to fortress mode. Copper, holy shit, I have a lot of points. I guess that's the demigod kicking in there. Copper buckler and spear. Okay, so let's go new spear. I'm gonna take an iron spear. That's higher quality. And I'm gonna take a take an iron buckler. That's also higher quality. I'm gonna remove the cap, glove, and the shoe and the other shoe. And I'm going to take a helm. Bring a bronze helm. Bronze gauntlet. ×2. New. Bronze. Low boot. High boots, sure, why not? ×2. But I hate parties and merrymaking. Just because I have musical ability doesn't mean I'm good at it. Oh, you know what I should bring? Can I decide what a figurine has? I was gonna say, I want to be able to bring a figurine of my god with me, but... You are not wrong, Devilish. I mean, There is no, like, themed starts in Dwarf Fortress, and you know why, Gate? Because the world isn't static like in Kenshi, right? We don't know what's going on in the world at this exact second. So if they were to do something like that, the way it would have to work would be like, these are the current events that are happening that are available. Also, there really isn't cannibals that exist like that. I know everybody likes to obsess over elves eating the dead, but elves are like weird religious people that stay in their trees that just get mad at you when you chop down trees. And when they kill you, they will eat you, but only if they kill you. So like that exact event would have to be happening at the time that you decide to exist yourself in the world. Because the developers of this game really, really like context for things. So unless there's context for things... Oh, I know what I should bring. I should bring a piece of charcoal. It's the symbol of my god. Next. Mounts and pets. What are my options? Let's just see. Nothing particularly exciting. I don't really want to bring a mount with me. I see. There, that's what I'm looking for. Add a new character to the party. All right, chat. Now's your time. Kenshi has predetermined starts. So Kenshi has the ability to just exist things into the world. No, which one? Which one are we going with? Decide amongst yourselves. These are our options. Which one are we taking? If you choose intelligent wilderness creature, there is a chance. Well, actually, as long as it's not, what's the word? Like a necromancer experiment, the game probably won't crash. Of course, you choose the flying squirrel man. Okay. Flying squirrel man hero. Let's say from the same faction. Because like Dwarf Fortress doesn't have the ability to just be like, boom, you're here now. So is the squirrel from the same place or is the squirrel from elsewhere? Is the next question. Or actually, is the squirrel even from the same faction as us? What? Why did that move me forward? That should move me backwards. There we go. Are they from the same faction or elsewhere? Is the evil fire squirrel just like the devil on our shoulder? Is that what's going on? Same faction, different place? Brother. By the way, just for reference, the flying squirrel person is going to be very small and not particularly strong. Just an FYI. I mean, how big is a flying squirrel person? Let's find out. Give me a second. About half the size of a dwarf. Can he sing? Oh my god, do we just make him an extraordinary... Okay, chat, here's a pitch for you. Yeah, it's about the size... It's a flying kobold, basically. We make the flying squirrel man an extraordinarily talented bard. Who just sings. Okay. I should make him come from. I should make it come from this elven civ. It's like, what's the name? Hey, listen! I'm literally blanking on the name of that thing. I don't actually think that they can fly. In fortress mode, they might be able to fly. In adventure mode? I don't know.
Over here, he has a sword.
I don't know who you're talking about, Devilish. I have spears, clearly. All right. So, chat. Is this squirrel person of dwarven culture, elven culture, or my culture? Other dwarf, my dwarf, or elven? I don't know. What do you mean by barb? I'm confused, Baka. Let's mess this up. All right, we'll say the poem of bowing. And they are originally from, let's just find something that sounds funny. Oh my god, is this the one? Nut flare, naturally. The flying squirrel man. Is he a male or a female flying squirrel person, chat? Male? Male flying squirrel man? From Nut Flare? Okay. Well, I mean, they're all called man. That's like the species, but is it a male or a female flying squirrel person? Total opposite. I mean, our main character is a lady dwarf demigod. This is a flying squirrel, currently craftsman. We not know till he dies. Mate, I hate to break it to you. See this? I mean, you guys can have headcanons all you bloody well want, but there's this right here. See? It states it's he. So anyway, we do know he is from Nut Flare. Boyer, animal caretaker, craftsman, woodcrafter, weaver, clother, herbalist, or trader. I mean, you guys can they, them if you want. I don't care. This is chat's. This is chat's OC. Do not steal. Herbalist is pretty overwhelming, I gotta say. You are a herbalist, chat. You are a herbalist in Rosen ordered, an elven forest retreat. Wait, what? There you go. Sorry, I didn't actually select Nut Flare. You are a herbalist in Nut Flare, an elven forest retreat, and you have never strayed far from home. And you believe in nothing. By the way. Sparky, thank you very much for keeping that subscription alive for 6 months. Herbalists sound good. Okay, so I don't want them to just die. Okay, because that would suck. But I'm gonna put 2 points in musicality. Above average empathy. They're gonna be so sad. Terrible empathy? Are you sure? Nihilist flying squirrel man. Low empathy flying squirrel man. Very low empathy flying squirrel man. Yeah, just max. Actually, honestly, you're not wrong. Maximum dodge. I should just put everything I don't put into singing, I should put into dodge. Accomplished dodger. Yeah, we'll go expert dodger. Musician. Adequate musician. Adequate singer. Adequate poet. Novice poet. Learning the poetry. Dodger and bowman. I didn't put this person into as a demigod. They're just a hero, so. So, archer, dodger, poet. Yeah, I have no points in reading. They don't need to read. They just need to music. Reader and writer, self-employed bard. Isn't that literally every bard? You realize any other points I put into things are going to come out of dodging, right? Oral historian, no reading. Master intimidator. I can't. I'm out of points. Yes, you do. They do get better. The bard of improvising. Obviously above average creativity and memory. I'm going to lower strength, leave agility, lower toughness, increase endurance, lower focus and willpower, and increase spatial sense and kinesthetic sense. Working on the dodge, okay? We're working on the dodge. My intuition? I could remove social awareness. But yeah, no, I can't add anything to intuition. Not without lowering agility or something else. I'd have to, I could lower the musicality and give them more survivability. Or I mean, I could go back to the beginning and make them into a demigod as well and give myself more stats. Very low social awareness. There we go. Okay, we'll go with fine. We'll go with very low social awareness. And increase agility? I don't know. Do they need disease resistance? I don't know. Who knows? Maybe not. What could possibly go wrong? Definitely no patience. Zero patience. He's a sidekick. A sidekick who's gonna turn into a red smear pretty quickly. Okay. Above average. I could increase linguistics? The only real diseases are syndromes. Protoquin. I don't know if disease has any effect in adventure mode. I still can't get over the singing flying squirrel of nut flare though. That's just way too funny. Okay, so I can put something else. You know what? Let's just go linguistic ability. All right, chat. So the flying squirrelman is below average strength, above average agility, below average toughness, above average endurance, average recuperation, very low disease resistance, average analytical ability, bad focus and willpower, above average creativity, average intuition, low patience, above average memory, above average linguistic ability, above average spatial sense, high musicality, above average kinesthetic sense, very low empathy, and very low social awareness. An adequate archer, adept dodger, novice poet, and adequate musician and adequate singer. I know everything you know, and just go look at the roadmap. That's the best way to put it, Gate Elemental. I have no idea, is the short version. All I really know is that a cabin building might not make it in due to the UI being complicated. Professional herbalist, yes. His hair is cinnamon, his skin is dark peach, and his eyes are black. Let's zoom out by 2. He personally greatly respects individuals that persevere through their trials and labors and respects commerce and values tranquility and a peaceful day. Dreams of seeing the great natural places of the world, is inattentive to detail in his own work, confident under pressure, and can sometimes act with little determination without deliberation, and is somewhat fearful in the face of imminent danger. That's good. It means you'll live longer. Isn't particularly curious about the world, and occasionally overindulges and likes to take it easy. And tends to avoid any physical confrontations, but is trusting. I understand why these two characters are going to live along. Mate, just wait till April, Baka. Just wait till April. Lychee wood bow, hempwood quiver, mango wood arrows. I think I can do better than that. Oh, right. Yeah, you're stuck with wood, chat. I'll try and find you better arrows. But you're stuck with wood because you're an elf. I have no idea what to give you. Walnut arrows? I hate it, but okay. Just give you a bunch of walnuts. There you go. Walnut arrows. Let's give you like 30 arrows. The problem is you're also going to be very quickly encumbered. I mean, You'd be so over encumbered, you'd die. This is walnuts. Uh-huh. Is that all it is? I'll give you 2 walnuts. Let's be a bit reasonable. Let's, because I'm probably not going to find armor. Okay, obviously it's nut. Okay, so walnut, breastplate. Okay, chat, paradise nut, walnut, coconut, or candle nut, breastplate. You know, I'm just imagining this flying squirrel man as is his name Hammy? In Over the Hedge? Let's call it Steve! That's literally the image I have in my head, except like lighting. Coconut? I mean, I hate that pun, but you know, I think you just won. It's a breastplate, so obviously it's a chestnut. Duh. To still be able to glide. Slits. Alfie Bean. Slits with little strings that are very clearly detachable. So you could like unhook them and then stick your wings out. He's also, for reference, he's wearing a loincloth, a pigtail skirt, a hemp dress, a cotton robe, carambola wood cap, jute gloves, cotton socks, Rami sandals, a backpack, and a water skin. 30 arrows, 2 walnuts. Chestnuts roasting on an open fire. Yeah. All right. So because you're an elf, you get fun pets. I can't give you a war elephant. You don't have enough points, chat. We may have to remove some things to give... Ooh. I need to figure something out. Giant squirrel, maybe? But I'd need 251 points. I guess I could remove the robe because you have a breastplate. Let's get those extra points so we can get you a mount. Giant deer. Okay, so that's the bottom. Bush tits. Hunting giant bobcat. You know, I'm not here to put ideas into your brain, chat, but what if we brought a giant cat? I mean, I could drop the arrows and the bow, and we could try and get you better arrows and bows. We could bring a giant bobcat and name it Urist Massive Beans. Giant it's just named Squirrel. Is there even a giant? I mean, there's black mambas, black-crested gibbons. Okay, so we have bobcats, we have bonobos, brown recluse spiders, coyotes. I could get I could get a normal elephant. I can't do a war elephant, but I could do a normal elephant. I could literally bring a pet flying squirrel, and that would just be free. So the flying squirrel man could have a pet flying squirrel. Okay. Hold on. Also, I just realized we need to name this character. Hold on. Random name. Customized name. First name. Chat. What am I naming this person? You know what? Argue amongst yourselves. I'll be right back. I just realized it's 5:30 and I haven't eaten my sandwich yet. So you guys figure this out. We could name him Chad if you want. Dragon Marins for the win. Thank you very much for the 9th month. Welcome back. I'm going to go get my sandwich. Lunch. I'll be right back. All right, chat. I have sandwich. Have you guys come up with something? Well, it's male. I'm just gonna quickly eat this turkey sandwich because we're in an ad break anyway. I'm just gonna kind of like scan and see if you guys have come up with something. How's that? I'd never thought about it, to be honest with you. I don't know if I'd consider it. Okay, man. I don't think I can customize the last name. Yes, Chicola. No, I'm good, caveman. Not my kind of shtick. It's 5:30. I ate breakfast at 7:15. I just ate lunch. All right. So yes, if you've been that long without eating like I have, go get yourself lunch. All right, so let's go back to mounts and pets. And now we have this. Well, we have a second squirrel we can name. This one is a pet, though. So this is the flying squirrel, who is a normal flying squirrel, who is the pet of our giant, or of our flying squirrel man. So Cyril Yeetnut has a pet flying squirrel named Rocky. I wonder if I could name it Terror Fluff. Rocky. Hold on. Let me see if I can do this. Nut. Nut dance. Stop it, game. Okay, hold on. Nutfly. And your first name can be Rocky. Oops. Actually, I could do Rocky McNutfly. This is what happens when I give chat full control over stuff that happens. Beautiful. Ship it. All right, so now we can select an actual pet. I kind of like the idea of a giant coyote. Is moose even an option? Okay, so let's go down to the bottom, and I'll read up what we have, what I can go with. Because we should probably bring something giant so that doesn't just die, okay? So I'm going all the way down to the bottom. Oh god, there's another squirrel. Okay. Let's go to the area where giants start. Okay, so we could do a gigantic panda. Why are pandas gigantic? What? Giant wren, giant wolf, giant sparrow, giant skunk, giant red panda, giant raven, giant raccoon, giant porcupine, giant peach-faced lovebird, giant opossum, giant mosquito, please no. Giant moose. I can't do mooses, I don't have enough points. Giant kestrel, giant kakapo, giant hedgehog, giant hamster, a giant groundhog. Can't do war grizzlies, but I could do a giant grizzly. I could do a giant grizzly, yeah. I could do a giant fox, a giant fly, a giant emu, a giant echidna, a giant dingo, a giant deer, a giant coyote, a giant chipmunk, a giant cardinal, a giant bush tit, a giant bobcat, giant blue jay, giant black bears, giant barn owls, giant badgers, and then that's it for the giant critters. The mosquito would die very easily. Just an FYI. Bugs are extraordinarily fragile. So if we're trying to keep this character alive by giving them a strong mount, mosquito is a really bad idea. Insects in Dwarf Fortress are very weak and they only live for a year. Like, I guess the question is, do you guys want something that'll help keep this character alive? Or do you just want something that's hysterical? Because, like, if you just want something that's hysterical, yeah, we should go for, like, the giant mosquito or something. The giant emu might not actually be that bad. The grizzly would be pretty strong. I don't know about the gray squirrel. The hedgehog would just be hysterical. I can't afford the moose. Elephant would be really strong. I've said this a couple times. I can't afford the giant moose. It's 500 points. I have 293. I don't... Okay, I have an actual Dwarf Fortress question for you, chat. I guess I could look at the... Why are there gigantic pandas, but nothing else that's gigantic? Pandas specifically have a gigantic variant. Why is that? What is up with that? Is like a gigantic panda a specific type of thing? I'm not bringing a tortoise because then I'd have to keep running back and like collecting it. Shrug. Oh, really? Huh. I guess so. Can be an asset to your fortress. Consider embarking near a tempered forest. Blah 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 blah. All right. Well, I mean, they'd be starved. They'd starve. Porcupine would be real funny. Yeah, I mean, if we did something like a peach-faced lovebird or bush tit, then it could fly. Same with kestrel. Hamster would just be really funny. Just roly-poly-oly, Mr. Splatty. I don't know, this one's hard. Sparrows as well. Gigantic panda, I suppose. I think this is the most divided I've seen chat. Everybody's saying different things. There's also the part, Napalm, where gigantic pandas are twice the points. Phineas, thanks for the 43rd month. Poll? There's too many different options, that's the problem. Okay, chat, I have a question. Let's try and narrow this down a bit. Something flying or something on the ground? You said that you want to keep it alive, we know that. Something flying or something on the ground? And I'll give you guys like three choices. You guys are like perfectly split. Okay, it looks like ground is winning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Flying. I feel like ground is winning, although maybe I'm just doing a bad job counting. This is 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, it looks like it's something that is on the ground. Okay. Okay. It's between, drumroll please, giant grizzly bear. Okay. Giant emu. I don't think giant black mamba or giant mambas were an option. And giant cougar. Giant cougar, giant emu, or a giant grizzly. I don't own a D20, so I literally can't do that. I don't actually own any dice, believe it or not. I'm seeing a lot of grizzlies. We're going with the grizzly, chat. Done. We're going with grizzly. You get to name one more person. So the game named it Nut Bulwark. What do I name the grizzly? What's your name for the grizzly, chat? George! You guys want me to name him George? Really? Actually? I mean, we could leave the last name the same. Berenstein? Mandela effect. Hold on. I got a better name. Nut Blockade! And, Teddy. True, Teddy's pretty good. Gorge, true. Elfie's wrist is probably just on fire with the speed that she must be doodling at. Tiny. You know, honestly, Tiny. Tiny Nut Blockade is... I just said that out loud. We are Tiny Nut Blockade. P's pretty good. Chat, do I name it P or Tiny? Tiny? Okay, Tiny. We're going with Tiny. You know, I can only read that in one voice gate elemental, which is Barry! Barry, get over here! Anyway, so welcome to our weird party of misfits chat room. Sakzul Deagle Sarak, the religious pyromaniac, and whatever the hell else you guys told me to bring. I was very worried the game was going to crash, I'm not going to lie. Your most trusted companion has made the journey to meet you here today. A foolhardily soul might try to rescue the children that have been kidnapped. Let the party venture forth. We've discovered a river. Press question mark for help. Help! Chat's in control. Anyway. All right, so here's what I'm going to do, chat. This is going to be super sellouty. Whenever we are in a situation, if you cheer 100 bits and use text-to-speech, you can tell me to make the squirrel do things, I think. Hold on, let me just double-check I can do that. Because B, I think I can... Party tactical settings. Yeah, whenever we're in combat, I can control Squirrel, I think. I need to figure out the key bindings for it, though. And I swear to God, if you make the party attack me... Yeah, I see. Tab, become another party member. So I can become Squirrel. So you guys can make me do things as Squirrel. All right, so first thing Squirrel is going to do is Squirrel is going to walk. And I guess that means I need to keep them both fed, don't I? You're gonna mount the giant grizzly bear.
Do
what?
a flip.
I literally can't do that, but sure. All right. Squirrel has mounted Tiny. All right. And then I'm not sure. There's a dwarf in the middle of us named Mensis Amunkishul. That's Tiny. There's Squirrel. All right, sweet. No bear saddle. It's a video game. Okay, so I played with my pet. I'm feeling affectionate, says Squirrel. Thank you. All right, so over here, just as a reminder, she is an ardent worshiper of Tubal Golden Canyon of Cobalt. She is traveling with Squirrel Treenut. She is a citizen of the Post of Wiping and a member of the Order of Flame and a member of the Notched Hatchet. Guess he's riding bareback. The thing is, I can put items onto the bear, I think. Because if I... Yeah. So I could, like... I don't know, take my coins... I could... Okay, well... Maybe I need something for the bear. Bags or something. Let's explore around the area just a little bit. And hopefully we don't lose our friends here.
Morning.
I was kind of expecting to be underground. Tiny keeps getting petted. Oh, also, I don't know where the vermin is. And Observer, thanks for the 6 months. Good to see you, Don't ask chat about what we're playing. It's their fault. All right, so let's speak with this random elf. Great listener. Hello, it is good to meet you. I say. Or rather, I say, hello, Fesisi. Life is a word, mountains. And they respond with, it's good to see you. Servant of fortresses. The servant of fortresses greets you. Hopefully your friends can dissuade you from this foolishness. Foolishness? I'm going to inquire about any troubles. We reclaimed Kinmains from the Pludge on behalf of the Saviors competition. On behalf of the Sabers of competition. Okay. That's not what I was expecting. Ask for directions to the cave. Okay, so this cave was recently reclaimed. I'm gonna have to keep an eye on this squirrel person. We'll see you later, Martin. Let's go speak with you. Ongoing conversation. Let's end that conversation. I greet the listener. And they say, good to see you. Praise be to honor. Pot curses. Okay. Let's ask about any troubles. All right, so it's basically just, we've reclaimed this place. So, it's early in the morning. And I am stuck here. So let's just try and travel south out of this area. There we go. Sun's coming up. Tiny's getting pets. Life is mountains, yes. Mountains and valleys, one could say. I've discovered a cave entrance. So I have a feeling that this cave entrance is probably the place that we are from because it's been claimed. So I guess we must have helped claim this cave entrance, which is just slightly north of me, apparently. Question is where exactly? I don't see no cave entrance. Maybe over here? Sure. I've got somebody who's greeting me. I'm gonna bypass greeting. I'm going to ask about any troubles. Yeah, okay. Can't really brag about past violent acts when there are none. Maybe it's up here, actually, is this cave entrance. Well, no more directions I can go up, so I'm going to figure out where the front door to this supposed cave is that we've claimed. Gotta be over here somewhere in it. Gotta be. It's gotta be. Nope. No luck so far. I do not see it. I am not a flying squirrel. Chat, you are a flying squirrel. I am a dwarf demigod who happens to have a friend with me who is a flying squirrel. Okay? There is a difference. And I also can't fly. I can glide. Assuming I can even do that. There's a moose hoof bracelet here. Pick it up. I just realized I don't even have, like, a backpack. Oh, no, I do, I guess. I need some booze. That's the first thing that I need. Because currently, I am a dwarf, and all I have is water. That's bad. Bad times to be a dwarf. Reversing up like this is tricky. I can see all the noise, thank you. Can't we ride the flying squirrel? That's all I have to say to that question. Oop, this is promising. There we go. Found the way into the cave. Interesting little cave. Doesn't seem to be much in the way of alcohol in here, though. I'm gonna get so lost in here. This is where I live, chat. Yeah, so for reference, just a refresh for those of you who missed the character creation. We are a party of two. We are a dwarven demigod and a flying squirrel man that chat designed, who has a questionable last name and a giant bear companion. I'm going to get super lost in here, so I'm actually going to get out of here. Let's just travel away from here. I mean, I'm probably getting plenty of rumors while it's in here. Because caves are a nightmare to try and navigate. All right. But before I go, I must pronounce my religious rites. As, of course, a worshiper of the great god of flame. Because I am an ardent worshiper, after all. So I'm going to walk all the way. Shoutouts to everybody who's petting Tiny. Down, 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 down. Down, down, down. There we go. Okay. And of course, our companions have found their way. I am going to ignore my friend for a second here, and we're going to play to Tubal the Golden Canyon of Cobalt. Well, actually, I'm lying down. That's fitting. I'm going to greet the listener, stand up, and I'm going to inquire about any troubles. I'm then going to ask my deity about the deity's family. And then I'm going to make a flattering remark to my deity. Then I'm going to end the conversation. I'm going to then walk slightly south, hit G, and ignite the dense raggrass. It's my religious right, okay? Don't mind me. As we begin following the road south, we hit more snow. And we're offloading site. You had no idea I streamed for this long? Yeah, it's pretty normal. All right, so we begin moving south. Boom. Welcome back. So, now the question is, where do you go? As we follow along the road here, there's what appears to be a monastery over here, unless I'm completely misunderestimating. Yeah, there's a monastery. Let's go to the monastery. I also just ate lunch, too, so, like, you know, we're doing okay. Well, there's beds everywhere. Nobody's sleeping. Tangled Teeth Prophet. Greet the listener. And Avuz says, "Ah, hello, I'm Avuz. Anur Pot Curses spoke to Datan Earthrim. And I introduce myself, of course, as Servant of Tubal, so this isn't... They are a prophet of Avuz, apparently. I'm going to inquire about the listener's profession. It says, I was once an... I say, you look like a mighty warrior indeed, and he says, I was once an animal dissector. Okay. I'm going to ask how they are feeling. And the prophet says, I don't like being obligated to anybody. Then why are you a prophet? I'm going to ask about troubles. Well, let's see. We've got a missing treasure. Okay, do talk. Can I set it on fire? Is it flammable? Let's ask about the missing treasure. I desire that the vanquished eyes, the large copper breastplate, is returned to my family. Last I heard, it was held by the elf Zespave. Kindness Autumn. Sounds flammable. We're going to ask about the whereabouts of this person. Probably on the move or deep underground, but I can't be sure. Okay, well then I cannot help you with that. I'm sorry. Where's Tiny? Oh, there's Tiny. Sweet. Whew. I was worried for a second there. I thought we'd lost Tiny. All right, so let's poke around a little bit, because this is a monastery. Which means there's got to be something fun around here, right? Burn it down. I don't think it's flammable. Yeah, it's a sandstone wall. It's not flammable. Here's another house. I mean, I guess I could set the door on fire, maybe, but... Yeah, it's an unknown material door. Ooh. Fancy tables. Bunch of thrones. There's rows of thrones. Ah, this is what I was looking for. We're in an ad, so we wait. Elves are flammable? I mean, this is all flammable. But we're gonna go have to take a look at this statue of Dastangosp the Ruthless. The Rare Ruthless. Rare Ruthless. But before I do that, I must speak with chat. I mean, Squirrel. But I won't do that until the ad is done. Yes, scour deep underground for some copper plate. Yeah, definitely. Also, thank you very much to everybody who's stuck around for so long, you know? Like, we've had a lot of people tune in today. A lot of people tune in and out various times a day. You know, there's 50 people watching on YouTube and 200 people watching on Twitch. Nice to have all of you here. So thank you. You rated it with a squirrel? Wait, what? Nobody ever rates my Discord announcements, except for Elfie. Why did you add a squirrel to it? What? Was it, did you have a premonition of the future or something? I just felt it like crazy. I mean, I guess so. All right, well, let's speak to our friend here. Great listener. Praise volcanoes, says Swirl. It's good to have a friend like you. And I say, it's good to see you. It's great to have a friend like you. I feel like we're, like, singing or some shit. I'm going to inquire about troubles. Well, let's see. We've got an army on the march. Beasts, criminals, bandits, skulking vermin, bone-chilling horror, and the missing treasure. All right. What army? Fath Rhythmic Chambers is marching on Clasp Fells. Ah, yeah, no, we heard about this in the last run. Okay. We can ask about the way there, and chat, you don't know. Well, that's not useful. Let's bring up the journey together. And I'm asking, chat, are you enjoying the adventure? And Cyril is speaking for you, and they say, this is the life for me. Bone-chilling horrors are generally a pretty good way to die. Change the subject back. Inquire about troubles. Could ask about the missing treasure. The elf Sirna Borsnung once reigned curled. The silver spear returned to fest vases. Last I heard, it was held by the giant Gleam Judged. The just brilliances. Ooh. Do you know where that is? I myself don't even know anybody that would tell you. Okay. Well, thanks for being helpful. You are giving me some ideas. We could ask about beasts. A creature of the night has our people cowering in fear. The tenuous dusk, the jungle of fording. Seek this place. If you want to hunt distant ghost ashes, the faded dusts, the starved man. Don't know where that is, of course. Yeah, got it. Let's see, bandits? Malicious outlaws have brought terror to our doorsteps. They have a camp called Grouped Idol, somewhere in the ordered field. Ooh. Do you know how to get to the ordered field? Or grouped idol? Nope, no. Okay, cool, thanks. I'm gonna comment on the weather, and you say it's fine. I'm then going to end this conversation and pray to my God. Nope, not begin a performance. I'm gonna pray to my God. I'm gonna bypass the greeting. And, I almost want to accuse my God of being a night creature, but I feel like that's a bad idea. I'm gonna state my values. I value friendship. I value friendship. I value friendship. I value friendship. Anyway. And then that's all I'm gonna say to my God. We're gonna see how my dwarf is doing. Enraptured after communing with their God, satisfied after improving tracking. And, Cyril, the squirrel, does the most logical thing in the world. Chat, what song do you sing? Woo! Honestly, It Knows is pretty good. Bowls? Bowls is an example of the fortuitous laces. The work has no particular subject and the composition is masterful. The fortuitous laces is a form of music for entertainment originating in the post of wiping. Infallible Rages is... oh wow, I've got Wisps, West Whips. You know, I'll bet you this song whips. We see Zeals, we see Domain, we see Destroyers, we see Conjunction, we see Pains, Ulcer. The Violence and Glory, the Umbral Mop of Sorcery, the Sunken Executions, Sunsets on Smith, Silver Match, Hermit's Dread. Okay, so you know a lot of songs, chat. Maybe instead of me asking you guys, I will pick something that sounds funny. Unseen Pains is an example of the rhyme of songs. The work is no particular subject and the composition is masterful. It is a form of music used during marches and military engagements originating in the praised realms. You're gonna simulate the Wumu. The Wumu. So you begin performing. And Sakzul goes over here and goes, well, you're doing your thing. I'm gonna look at this. On this item is an image of Dustin Gop the Ruthless, the Goblin, and Rudolite. Dustin Thought the Ruthless is making a plaintive gesture. The artwork relates to the moment when Anur pot curses cursed the Goblin Dustin Gosp to assume the form of a hedgehog-like monster every full moon. Drilled copper in the late spring. You have the symptoms and the cause, yep. What do you think, chat? I mean, you could skim back in the VOD pretty easily. Hedgehogs? Where? I don't know what you're talking about. I'm gonna relive the plot of Sonic. What? I guess I ignited something that was underneath me that didn't catch fire. Let's ignite the ratweed. There we go. All right. Onwards we go. I can actually move north. Something else up here. There's some more statues over here. The base of these statues, it's a green display case, a zircon display case. Just a zircon display case, sure, but what's in it? Maybe there isn't anything in it? Fire case statue of Lur. Anor, Lur. Flaming skinless hedgehog swim into a magma shaft that wasn't immune to lava? Oh, really? Yeah, I've had forgotten beasts and titans that are like supposed to be immune to things, but then randomly catch fire, which is kind of funny. Orphan Morian Tholteg is striking a triumphant foes. The artwork relates to the construction of foot roughness by the dwarf Tholteg for the Spicy Coven in 118. My water still having problems. Still okay. Has craziness happened? Nothing really yet. We discovered a river. I drink from the river. Oh, is it too far down? Oh, there we go. Wrong button. Just gonna drink some water. Tab over to Squirrely, who, you've got nuts in your hands, chat. I drank the water. I ate the walnuts. I'm gonna put the other walnut into my backpack. There we go. Okay, let's fast travel. Oh. to move further away from the creek or from the river before I can fast travel. Okay, there's obstacles, so might be the mountain actually. What is that? Is that a kangaroo? Nope, it's a fat one-humped camel. Grizzly is going for the fat one-humped camel. I guess we sprint. Grizzly's moving too fast for me to... Oh boy. Grizzly, Tiny, can you come back? I realize you've got a massive murder boner. I see no tracks. There's suddenly visible tracks, which are mine. How about you? Can you see Tiny's tracks? I'm going to ask you, after greeting you, obviously, for directions. No. I'm going to ask you for Tiny. Is your partner? Sure. Sure. Where is Tiny? Can I ask for directions to Tiny? There you go. I don't even know anybody that could tell you. Could they have fallen in the river? I would have seen that. Okay, so Tiny ran off. So I guess we're now on a quest to find Tiny. Oh. What is even that? I don't even... It's a Hore Marmot. All right. Tiny ran off to go... I mean, it's kind of fitting. I didn't have enough tracking skill. Tiny ran off. My grizzly bear ran off. So we've lost Tiny, chat. I'm kind of not surprised, to be honest. Squirrel says, particular outlaws have been causing us much hardship. They have a cant called Twinkled Wax. And also, I played with my pet. How affectionate I am. You don't know where he is, Squirrel! Maybe if we fast travel, it'll reappear next to us. I can hope, right? All right, so, there's some bandit group around. There's, there's a person of interest here. Maybe that's Tiny? Let's see. Also, yeah, no, Tiny's gone, chat. Whoop. I have located the Flowery Murk, which is a lair. Now, if I jump up to the overworld... Okay, so we've discovered a lair. Shall we investigate, chat? It's north-northeast. There goes 251. It's fine. It gives it. Oh, wait. No, okay, that's just an unrelated grizzly bear. Well, this is the lair. I don't have any animal taming skills, and I have no idea how animal taming works. So instead, we'll just simply enter the lair. I have no idea what lurks down in here. I have a question, chat. What is the squirrel doing? We are entering the lair, but what is your flying squirrel OC doing? On the river to the north? Possibly, Nevik. Providing background music. Okay. In a performance. Perform music. You're singing it nose. There's not enough room to perform here. Begin a performance. Tell a story about a person or creature. About Tiny. You don't know anything about this. You don't know anything about Tiny, chat. Okay, well, shout to every... Okay. Begin performance. Try... about a person or creature. Rifa, I don't know. Sure. You begin the story at the start of the animal caretaker of the elf Rifa, dented sing in 221. You stumble over the details. It checks out. You're continuing to tell a story. You're occupied, performing even. Cheers, plank of wood. Thanks for swinging by the streams. Also, are you plunk on the YouTube side of things? I'm assuming? It's your plank of wood and then plunk. Well, hello. Good to have you around. All right, well, you're distracted. I'm gonna see what you're doing. You stumble over the details. You're stumbling over the details. Just continuing to stumble over the details now you're done performing. I don't want to actually leave you behind. So the lair is empty. I'm having a feeling that this lair is the lair of this grizzly bear. The flying walnut wood arrow strikes the grizzly bear in the right front paw, tearing the muscle. I'm gonna wrestle with a grizzly bear. I have a better question. Why do I have charcoal in my hand? There we go. Deity. Right. So it's attacking me with bite. I'm going to try and block it. Strikes at you, but the shot is blocked. The grizzly bear charges at you and collides with you. The muscular grizzly bear collides with you, and I am on the ground. I stumble backwards. I'm going to stand up. It's attacking me. I can't land any hits on it. So I am going to just bump into it and see what the game does. The bear bites me in the lower leg. I am now bleeding. I fall over. Great. Well, this is off to a great start. I dodged away. I'm no longer bleeding. I don't seem to be able to stand up. I'm not going to begin a performance, as hysterical as that would be. Okay, so your front paw is hurt. My left lower leg is cut. Okay, so I've got a cut on my leg. This isn't even a giant grizzly. This is just a grizzly. So here's hoping that Tiny, or not Tiny, that Squirrel over here can work some magic. Remnant flashbacks? Basically. Zoom in a little bit. You stab the muscular grizzly bear in the lower body from the side with your iron spear. tearing the muscle and tearing the guts. An artery has been opened by the attack, and the spear is firmly lodged in the wound. Let's see, what's it doing? Okay, so it's not currently attacking me because it looks sick. I can't stand up. Let's just bump into it. I pull on the embedded iron spear and gain possession. I can get an easy strike on its upper body. I'm going to stab it with the spear. You stab the muscular grizzly bear in the body with your iron spear, tearing the muscle and the left true ribs. I'm going to strike it again in the upper body. I can't charge it because I'm on the ground. And I hit it with my buckler, which bruises the heart, and it backs up. It appears that Squirrel over here is good. It's now starting to run. I'm still on the ground. It is moving west. I'm going to attempt to grab it. So I'm going to put away my... I'm going to take a gamble here. I'm going to grab it and wrestle it. I'm going to grab with my right hand. I'm going to grab its head with my right hand. Well, lying on the ground, by the way. You grab the muscular grizzly bear by the head from behind with my hand. So I guess I jumped over it. And I'm going to wrestle. Using right hand, I can do a takedown. I can suplex the bear. Kazoom, you have a good night. Thanks for all the support today. Cheers, dude. Possibly, Lord. But what if I performed a takedown? Oh, also, I'm lying down. You adjust the grip of your right hand on the grizzly bear's right head. The grizzly bear breaks the grip of your right hand on its head. Well, okay. It's still moving west. I'm going to attempt to wrestle. I'm going to grab it by the right lower leg. Or rather, no. I'm not going to grab it with my leg. My bad. I'm going to grab it with my right hand. I'm going to grab its... Not its teeth. That seems bad. Its rear toes? Party time for the fight. I can grab it by the nose. Got your nose. I'm going to grab its tail. It's the only logical thing to do, chat. It's moved out of range. Oh, no. Okay, I pull my weapons back out then. How's my leg doing? My leg's still cut open. All right, well. It's moving pretty quick. We're going to jump over to the squirrel. I can shoot at the bear. Sakzul punches the muscular grizzly bear, bruising the muscle. The force pulls the left rear leg, and Sakzul stabs the muscular grizzly bear, fracturing the bone, and a ligament has been torn. Excellent. I don't know how the hell I caught back up with it, but... You pull on the embedded iron spear and gain possession. I stab it again, chipping the bone. I'm going to try and strike it. I'm going to go for the left rear leg, which is a solid... Oh, I should... I should bite it. I always go for the dumb idea. It's like, I should bite it. It's like, obviously stabbing it with the spear would be more effective, but biting it is funny. I'm going to bite it. You bite the grizzly bear in the left rear leg from behind, tearing the muscle. You latch on firmly. The muscular grizzly bear breaks the grip of your upper front teeth on its leg. But I did tear it. I can now strike it in the upper body, though. You stab it with the iron spear. You stab the muscular grizzly bear in the upper body with your iron spear, tearing the muscle. I'm going to strike it again. If I can land any of these. Ooh. I'm gonna go for the tricky strike on the throat. You strike the muscular grizzly bear in the neck with your iron buckler, bruising the muscle and bruising the spine's bone. I get a very easy strike on the upper body. And I smack it with my buckler. I pull on my spear and gain possession. I can hit it in the lower body. Stab it with my spear. Stab the grizzly bear in the lower body with your iron spear, tearing the muscle and tearing the spine's nervous tissue. Okay, I can't get any real hits in. Although, I can get one in on the tail. Okay, hold on. I'm just gonna bite its tail real quick. I bit it. I'm trying to get the Eats a Whole Bear achievement from Caves of Cud. Don't mind me. Okay, let's just bump into it. You strike it. Just gonna keep hitting it. Stab it. You scratch the muscular grizzly bear in the right rear paw from behind, tearing the muscle. I stab it again, like lodging the spear in the wound. We gain possession of it once again. Tendon has been torn. You stab the muscular grizzly bear in the lower body from behind with your iron spear, and it is mostly cut away from the rest of the torso. An artery has been opened by the attack. The grizzly bear has been struck down. All right. Killing it is the bare necessity. Sure. I'm going to see. Can I grab a branch? Ignite dense bamboo. Ooh. I need a branch. Branch. I also need some pebbles. Small sandstone. Small sandstone. Put the spear and whatnot away. I don't think I have anything to butcher with. Yeah, no appropriate tool. Can sharpen a rock. Yeah, I need a second. Rather. Oh yeah, you're probably. Right. Yeah. Duh. No. You're right. I don't need Sorry. I do not, in fact, need a stick for this. I don't know where my brain was going. I put away the charcoal that I just pulled out for no reason. Pull out the small sandstone rock. Craft. Make sharp rock. Although we were in an ad break, so I'll wait until the ad break is done. Nice. By the skin of my teeth. I mean, I bit it with my teeth. I don't know about the skin of my teeth. So, chat room, I got a random question out of nowhere. How's 2024 been so far? I realize we're only 4 days into the year. Probably way too early. But how's 2024 been for you guys so far? Guys hanging in there? Having an okay year? 2025, you're hitting for it? I mean, okay, is that a joke, or are you, like, actually being for real? Like, are you graduating or something in 2025? Are you, like, gonna get a promotion that year? At least we're not in Japan. Jesus Christ, yeah, no kidding. I mean, somebody might be. There's a lot of people watching. Joke? Ah, right. Nothing bad has happened yet? Unless you're in Japan. Unless you're, like, Yandere dev or in Japan, yes. So far, so good? Gotcha. Pretty good. You're on vacation, but only back to work on Monday. Got you. That's pretty good. It's about the same. My mom's a teacher, and she's in the same situation, so. Yeah, I worry about Japan sometimes for many reasons. Been a good year? Cheers, dude. Okay, so I've made a sharp rock, I think. Okay, so let's remove this. Oh, no, no, don't put it in there. Remove the sandstone rock. There we go. X. Gonna give it to you. There you go. That's what I need to do. Craft. And now drop the non-sharpened one. And I'm going to butcher this bear, which is Cord Malstrel's corpse with the sharp sandstone. And while we are doing that, obviously, Squirrel, our squirrel friend here, is doing the only logical thing, which is, doing the only logical thing, which is giving their best friend pets. Which I don't think it'll let me do. God damn it. I'm sad. Instead of giving him pets, you are doing the only logical thing, which is composing a musical composition of the rhyme of songs as night falls. Meanwhile, you have composed the Leaky Mites. The work has no particular subject, and overall the composition is passable. Meanwhile, over here, we're hungry and there's another bear. Oh, fuck. I'm going to... Wait, what? Okay, there we go. So there is another bear right there. I'm going to take the 17 meat. I'm going to eat this meat. I'm going to put... What is in my hands right now? Apparently, I am crying. But I'm standing now, so that's good. I'm gonna put this sharp sand... I'm going to throw the sharp sandstone at this bear. Oh shit, never mind, that's tiny. What? Buddy. Okay, now the only logical thing happens is Squirrel. No, don't attack Tiny. Does the only logical thing, which is the natural ability to pet Tiny. Must wait to use this ability. Natural ability. Okay, I guess I've tried it too recently. Well. All right, so we are going to rest until dawn. Tiny must be better at tracking than us. I don't know if I can specifically write a poem about Tiny, but I will do my best. We're going to compose poem or musical composition, chat. We'll check on Tiny after this. Poem or musical composition. Poem. Obviously, it's the impervious climax. You have composed The Birth of Flames. Accurate. The work has no particular subject, and the poetry is not awful, but not very good either. Meanwhile, over here, Sakzul is both hungry and thirsty, so we're gonna eat some grizzly bear meat and drink some water. And we are going to rest till dawn. Oh shit, I accidentally rested for an extra day. Well, I guess it's our opportunity to make sure that there's nothing wrong with my leg anymore. I'm gonna be very hungry. This is a big waste of water. And we're getting attacked by a cougar. Well, Jesus. I'm going to eat some chopped cockatiel leather and drink some more water. What? Oh, right, duh. Drink some water. And eat some more liver. Where's this cougar? There's a skinny cougar. Well, at least it's not a muscular cougar. Tiny is fine, by the way. We'll see you later, Rolf. Okay, that's not what I actually wanted to do. The flying walnut wood arrow strikes the skinny cougar in the left rear leg, tearing the muscle. You stab the cougar in the body from the side with your iron spear, tearing the muscle and the middle spine's nervous tissue. I gain possession of my spear again, and I strike the cougar in the upper body with the spear. But the cougar has jumped out of range. I jump back into range. I scratch it, and then I stab the skinny cougar in the upper body with the spear. I'm also drowsy, by the way. I'm like half awake. I'm going to go for the lower body. I'm going to... Why do I have the sharp sandstone in my inventory? What is going on? Oh, I see. It's lodged firmly in the wood. That makes sense. I grab the spear back. I'm not used to just, like, constantly losing control of my weapon. I'm just going to hit it. Stab it. I stab it again. Stab it again. In fact, I stabbed it in the front paw, and the severed part sails off in an arc. I stab it again. The cougar looks sick. Move forward, and I stab the cougar again in the left rear leg, tearing the bone and shattering the bone. All right, let's start moving, because I am thirsty and drowsy. I found a place called Mark Swords, which is a dwarven hillocks. Stop walking here. We discovered a river, which is frozen, I think. Okay, I'm gonna say let's go to right here. We're now in a dwarven hillocks. This tile set is built into Lazy Noob Pack. Or starter pack, and is called Vetelinger 32. It's one of the most popular tile sets. Oopsies. There is a book here. The Hidden Meaning of Parts. I have not read this book. Also in here, slim presser, bunch of pedestals, wide-eyed commander, and then my grizzly bear. Let's lead my grizzly out here. Stand up. Stop bleeding. I need to drink my water. No. Drink my water. And eat the grizzly bear meat. So I'm still thirsty. I could try and run south. But I'm hoping I can just find some booze here. But not necessarily holding out hope. Cabinets. Lots of bags. Bunch of tables. Just gonna follow the river. We're in the middle of the night. I'm actually just gonna stop. We are going to sleep until dawn. Vetelinger. I don't know how. Here, hold on. easier if I just give you a link. It needs DF hack to run, just an FYI. Alright, so we are now in the morning, moving this way, hoping to collide with that river. There we go. I'm going to strap my spear to my upper body. I'm going to pull up my water skin. I'm going to just real quick drink some water. How did I... Whoops. I guess I drank my own tears instead of the water. Okay, well, I guess I hit the wrong button. Anyway, I drank the water that time. Let's, oh boy. Right hand, left hand, right collar, left collar, blah, 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 blah. Fill it. All right, let's... There we go. Got all my stuff in my inventory now where I need it to be. So I'm still drowsy. But we're gonna head... what could possibly go wrong? Randomly drop into a point of interest. Drink some water. And eat some chopped cockatiel liver. There's apparently a point of interest. Not that I'm seeing any. This is a elven place. There's some sort of army or something moving on the other side. Don't know if I necessarily want to hang out with elves. Keep moving. We've moved to a Silvery Merchant, which is another Dwarven Hillocks. This is a pretty busy Hillocks, it seems like. And do I know these people? A thin drunk. Whole bunch of drunks in here. I'm gonna greet the listener. Hey, I say, my name is Sakzul, servant of Tubal, the Golden Canyon greets you. And they say, hello. I'm going to inquire about any troubles. And they say, well, let's see. Got a missing treasure. Okay. What is this missing treasure? Asked room opened. The post of wiping once Lash chanted the armor of crying. The silver warhammer returned to Bolt's Crimson. Last I heard it was in the jungle of Fording. Okay. Whereabouts? Once the warhammer, it's in the jungle of Fording. Bolt's Crimson is a day's travel to the northeast. We receive detailed information. Ask about any troubles. We've got the missing treasure. Is there another missing treasure? The Goblin Dust and Gob Body Horrors, that's a good name, wants a choke puzzle. The artificial match, the Copper Spear, returned to Bolt's Crimson. Last I heard it was held by the Goblin Istra Northbands. Ah, well, can you tell me where to find that Goblin Istra Northbands? It's in the Hills of Controlling. Well, no specific locations, so... Yeah, I mean, it's in Like I said, it's built into the starter pack. So if you're using starter pack, you should already have it. And toad leather helm, leather dress, leggings. I'm looking for alcohol. That's literally all I'm doing right now. Gorlak leather dress. What's up with all these goddamn Gorlak leather dresses? I'm gonna take this pigtail bag. The annoying thing is, like, I don't seem to have enough space in my bag. Uh-oh, crap. Did I lose the bear? All right, chat room. So I'm going to tell you something. I'm getting kind of tired. Frail Mason Pet's Tiny. There's Tiny. Okay, sweet. I have reacquired Tiny. All right, so I need something that I don't need to think about as hard, so let's go play some Fortress mode. I think we're going to save this adventurer, and we will return to this. Let's jump up to something a bit more current. I mean, we've played almost 10 hours of adventure mode today. Migras. So, yeah, I would say I'm enjoying it. We were just using the Mayday pack. Mayday, is one of the artists who ended up working on Premium, actually. So, that is it for adventure mode for today. But turns out, if you ain't sad about it, I got maybe 2 hours of Fortress mode left in me. Who's going to stick around for some